Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the CIML Football Pregame Show. I am your host, Blake Walker. It is week 7 already. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. We're finally getting to some football weather as the highs around the state today only reaching about 50 degrees, so at least it feels like Football Friday. It only took till week 7 for us to get to that. We got a good show in front of us. Highlights, coach interviews, RPI rankings, much more. 3 games on the docket tonight for the Central Iowa Sports Network. Let's jump right in and look at the top 5 highlights of Week 6 action on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
And off to head, he stops, ships a tackle, down the sideline, touchdown!
The word I would best describe him is elusive, and you're going to see him break a tackle right there.
Wide receivers left and right. Nuss on first down. He's going to the end zone. Simpson rips it away from the DB. Touchdown, Johnston.
Over the defensive back, caught it over there, turning around, did a 180 in the air, came back, caught the ball with his hands, came down right inside the end zone. Great pass, great catch.
They still set their feet, turn to the target, throw, you know. Here's a throw! Touchdown! Maverick Inman!
When Maverick Inman strikes again downfield, and he's listed as 6'1", but he plays like he's much taller than that because he's got
Nuss, blitz coming, firing deep. Dalen Houston hangs on. Touchdown, Johnston.
Got to see the replay on that because he was double covered, turned around, looked up, and cradled the ball when it came down and hung on to it when he hit the ground, between right in double coverage. So give Nuss credit for putting it out there.
And in motion, that's Holden Hansen, the backup quarterback. He throws back to Connor Moberly, and he scores. Touchdown, Southeast Polk.
I was wondering if we're going to see Holden Hansen come into the game today. We did on that underneath handoff, turn around there, and Mobley was wide open. So add a receiving touchdown to Mobley's resume.
Those were your highlights. Top 5 plays of last week. Some great plays from both Valley, Southeast Polk stadiums. Should be a good one this week as we get to see those teams again all across the state. And for the next couple weeks as they make their pushes toward the playoffs. Speaking of pushing toward the playoffs, the RPI came out this last Monday from the Iowa High School Athletic Association. This is how those rankings look. Top 16 make it. That's the key. 20 teams are what we're showing. Top 16 make it no matter what. Southeast Polk and Dowling at number 1. No surprise. They face off next week. If they take care of business tonight, they'll both be undefeated. That game should be phenomenal next week on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Bettendorf coming off the loss. Their first loss of the season to Kennedy is at number 3. The Bulldogs looking good, but their schedule continues to ramp up here as the season goes on. Pleasant Valley, number 4. Their only loss is to Bettendorf in week 1 of the season. Waukee at number 5. They get Southeast Polk tonight, have an interesting chance, a good chance for an upset. If they lose, they shouldn't fall too much. Their only loss on the season coming to Waukee Northwest. Cedar Rapids Kennedy started 0-2 to start the year to Pleasant Valley and Dowling Catholic. They are at number 6. Ankeny at number 7. Good start for the Hawks considering the rocky start to the season. Waukee Northwest at number 8, Urbandale at 9, Hempstead at 10. Hempstead and Cedar Rapids Kennedy played Thursday night. So last night when you're watching this, we're recording this on Thursday afternoon. Those obviously should change. Prairie at 11, Davenport West at 12, Ankeny Centennial all the way back at 13. The Jaguars are 3-3. They've played very good teams that are in the top 10. But Centennial could be sweating things out. Basically, it's pretty simple. Win out and you should be fine. Linmar at 14th, Iowa City West at 15th, Waterloo West at 16th, Cedar Falls on the outside looking in at 17th, Iowa City High 18th, Sioux City East in the 19th spot, and Muscatine at 3-3 led by Ty Kozad are in 20th. Not pictured, Johnston at 2-4, 23rd in the RPI, still have a chance to make it, and Valley at 28th. They are 1-5, but statistically could move on and have a chance to play for the playoffs at a 4-5 record. That is the RPI ranking for this past week. We'll see how everything shakes out going forward. We'll send you right to a break. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Hi, Joe the Car Guy, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car is on injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible, so bring it here to Westside Auto. I have the team of experts that can fix every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a broken part, or if your car just got its bell rung. We'll do a complete physical to make sure your car is game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get you back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging out there. Move it, move it, move it.
It's the DeArmond Ford Indianola Kickoff event. Score big on a new F-150 XLT with 3.9% for 66 months, plus $3,750 rebate. Get charged up with a Mach-E and lease for $449 a month. All Americans Ford Escape and Edge. New Edge for $399 a month flex buy. And the new Escape, 2.9% for 75 months, plus $500 rebate. Join our winning team at DeArmond Ford Indianola. DeArmondFord.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if this year is anything like last year, folks are going to be coming in early to get things for their houses.
What you need is a high-efficient gas insert from Heat and Glow.
Come in now and beat the rush, and Heat and Glow will help you out with some special promotions on gas inserts. We'll be doing up to $200 off on our gas metal inserts to retrofit into your drafty old wood fireplace. Come early, beat the rush. Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Welcome back to the CISN Football Pregame Show. I'm your host, Blake Walker. It's time for a coach interview segment of tonight's broadcast. Dar Danielson had a chance to sit down with Coach Zelenovich and Coach Baker ahead of their big matchup tonight between Waukee and Southeast Polk.
Joining us now is Southeast Polk Coach Brad Zelenovich. And Coach, it's been a while since I've talked to you, but we talked in the past about you guys wanting to be in this position where you're at the top of the heap and making that a tradition. You got that going, but what's it been like this year for this team to keep that tradition going? And are you obviously got to be happy with the way the season is right now?
Yeah, I think it's, arguably been happening for the last 2 or 3 years, in terms of our guys, just focusing on, what we do here and how we do things, on a daily basis. And that's been the challenge, pretty regularly with our guys, and they've handled it well. We've had some adversity, throughout the first 6 games, have been trailing in some ball games, which I think is good, and we've overcome, maybe not playing our best at times and making some mistakes, and still able to find a way to win, and I think that's a sign of hopefully a veteran group, a good senior class with some good leadership that played quite a bit of football for us, and so far, like you said, it's gone well, but we understand this thing's a marathon, not a sprint, and we got another challenge again this week, and so hopefully we can put ourselves in a position to win a game on the road.
Yeah, you've been able to do it with big plays offensively and defensively, and that's been kind of the key, isn't it? Coming up with those plays when you need them the most.
Yeah, there's obviously big plays lead to points, on both sides of the ball. So defensively, we've have gotten some turnovers and have gotten some stops and some key times when we needed them. But the last couple of weeks, or at least last week, we gave up some big plays. So we got to clean some things up there. But offensively, we've continued to try and maintain some balance in terms of our production, both running and throwing. And we feel like obviously that gives us our greatest chance to move the ball and score points. And so, we've done a knock on wood, a decent job of taking care of the football. Turnovers, obviously, and turnover margin is a direct indicator of success. So we've been able to do that as well. But offensively, we're trying to create explosive plays and give yourself a chance to score points. And then on the same token, defensively, trying to limit those as best we can to make teams, try and drive the ball.
On this Waukee team, they have some big play potential here also on both sides of the ball. What do you see you have to do against them to win out?
Yeah, they're extremely talented. I know they're year 3, under Coach Baker, and I've lived that world, going from a 1 high school town to a 2 high school town and splitting schools, and him and his staff have done a tremendous job of developing their guys. We haven't seen them the last couple of years, but they're very impressive on film. Got good length and speed on defense, and are very active and tackle well. And then offensively, they've got 2 really good runners, with the quarterback and the running back, and good speed and athleticism on the perimeter to make you defend the pass. So it'll be a great challenge for us. We understand that they're playing really well with a lot of confidence, and we'll have to kind of settle into the game, on the road, and kind of see where it's at, and continue to try and worry about us and doing what we do, and taking care of the football, being good in special teams, and trying to create long fields for them to have to drive the ball, and then offensively try and pick and choose opportunities for us to try and get some one-on-one matchups on the perimeter.
Yeah, as we head here into October, this kind of year where you're hoping you're kind of hitting high stride and getting everything running well. You think you're there yet, or you still have a few more things to get everything just hitting on all cylinders?
Well, I think if you talk to any coach, I think they'd never admit that they're there yet. There's been glimpses of really good things. At times have played really, really good football, complementary football in all 3 phases, and that's the challenge every week. You're dealing with high school kids, and we're headed to week 7. The schedule that ourselves and some other of the heavyweights in 5A play is daunting. It's a physical and mental grind every week. Our kids understand that. They appreciate that. Like we talk about all, pressure is a privilege, and being able to play in a program where, every week it's a top 5 team, it seems, and it's a big game. And whether, you're at home on the road, it's a great high school environment for kids. So, this time of year, you get to, cut back a little bit in practice. Guys are sore and dinged up a little bit. And I'm sure they'd say the same thing over at Waukee. And so, yeah, you just continue to press forward and execute at a high level, take care of the ball, score when you get opportunities to score, and play solid defense. So that's the challenge to our guys, and hopefully, we've had a good week of preparation. So we're looking forward to the opportunity tomorrow night.
All right. Well, good season to go thus far, and we wish you the best of luck here on Friday night. And again, thanks for joining us here, Coach.
You bet. Thanks, Dar. Thanks for having me.
Joining us now is Waukee head coach Gabe Baker. And Coach, can't start the season any better than what you have. You You lose a tight rivalry game the first time in this matchup, but you're sitting pretty good. You're in the rankings. You're up there in the RPI, and that's some pretty heady stuff for this team. How's the team handled it thus far?
Yeah, the team's feeling pretty good. We're sitting at 5-1, like you said, and there's a lot of energy and excitement after having a good homecoming week over here at Waukee. So our kids are excited for the opportunity that's still in front of us for the rest of the season, and so is the community.
Yeah, and you've been able to do that with a little bit of balance offensively and defensively. Special teams, just like we say, all the factors or facets of the game have kind of come together, haven't they?
Yes, they have. There's going to be certain games that, like we've had this year, where the defense carries us. Special teams has been able to get some scores and been pretty consistent so far through the year. And then the offense has had some big explosive plays, and for the most part have been consistently getting better week to week.
But then, as we know in this league, you can't look ahead, because here now you have the two-time defending state champion coming in, top ranked. And when you look at them, what do you got to do to stop them and beat them here?
Well, first off, they're the returning state champions for a reason. They're very well coached. They play hard. They're sound everywhere. They got great players. Probably going to be one of the biggest teams we play, and one of the most physical. So what we have to do is, like every game, but it's really important this week, is eliminate mistakes, execute, be properly aligned, and just go and have fun, play loose. There's really nothing to lose with this game. Need to go out and enjoy the experience. It's our senior night, so this is the last time guaranteed that our seniors will step on that Waukee Stadium field. So overall, they're just excited for the opportunity to play one of the best teams in the state.
Yeah, and I know in seeing some of their other games, the big plays are the things you gotta watch, aren't they? If you can keep them from getting too many of those, and that's easier said than done, isn't it?
Yeah, yes, it is, because it all starts with their quarterback, who's one of the best quarterbacks in the state, and it's very evident on film. They're also very explosive in the backfield and have some great receivers. So we got to keep them in front of us. We got to wrap up when we go up to make a tackle, and if we do that and make them grind it out, then we just got to give our chance to stay in that ball game and go make some plays on our own.
How are you guys health-wise coming into this ball game?
For the most part, fairly good. We do have a couple key injuries in there, but we're going to have kids step up. It's a long, grinding season for everybody in the state of Iowa, especially here, like you said, in central Iowa. So we're going to have to absorb those and see where we can go after that.
But these are the games you play for, aren't they? These are the ones where you want to be on that big stage playing the top team and get your chance to show, at home what you are. And it's just kind of why you get into this business, isn't it?
Absolutely, it is. After the last 2 years of us kind of slowly getting better, for our kids to experience a meaningful game here in week 7 against Southeast Polk, who's either number 1 or number 2, depending on what poll you look at. It's a great feeling for these kids, and I'm excited for them to experience this opportunity.
All right. Well, we appreciate you once again joining us on the pregame. Enjoy the game Friday. We'll see you out there in Waukee, Coach.
Hey, thank you very much.
Once again, we want to thank all of the coaches that have sat down and chatted with us this season. We really appreciate it on that insight before they get going on the gridiron on Friday night. We greatly appreciate it. We'll take a break, be back with your games to watch, and wrap everything up. You're watching the CISN Football Pregame Show.
Hi, Joe the Car Guy, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car is on injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible, so bring it here to Westside Auto. I have the team of experts that can fix every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a broken part, or if your car just got its bell rung. We'll do a complete physical to make sure your car is game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get you back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging out there. Move it, move it, move it.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
New trucks are arriving daily during Schottenkirk Chevy's Truckload Kickoff event. Over 1,200 vehicles. WaukeeChevy.com. Inventory changes hourly. Don't see exactly what you want? Build, price, and order direct from the factory. To better serve you, we've doubled the size of our service department. We need more team members. Go to WaukeeChevy.com to see our job openings. The Truckload Kickoff event. Find new roads to Schottenkirk Waukee Chevy. WaukeeChevy.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if this year is anything like last year, folks are going to be coming in early to get things for their houses.
What you need is a high-efficient gas insert from Heat & Glow.
Come in now and beat the rush, and Heat & Glow will help you out with some special promotions on gas inserts. We'll be doing up to $200 off on our gas metal inserts to retrofit into your drafty old wood fireplace. Come early, beat the rush. Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
When you need to conquer the drifts on your property, get the job done your way. The Western Defender Compact Snowplow. All the professional grade features in just the right size for your mid-sized pickup or SUV. Easy to attach and easy to use. Get the performance to plow like this and finish like this. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Welcome back to the CIML Football Pregame Show. We're going to wrap things up. I'm your host, Blake Walker. Let's go to our games of the week and our top 3 games on the Central Iowa Sports Network tonight. Starting with Southeast Polk taking on Waukee. The Rams coming off a very close victory against Johnston. Can the Rams keep it going and stay undefeated? They get Dowling next week. They can't look ahead. Waukee coming off a loss to Des Moines Lincoln, or a win against Des Moines Lincoln, Their only loss of the season is Waukee Northwest. Speaking of Waukee Northwest, they're back home taking on the Ottumwa Bulldogs. Northwest pretty much has one more big game against Centennial coming up this season, and the rest of the way it looks good. The Wolves look to take care of business against a heavy ground attack in Ottumwa. Ankeny takes on Iowa City Liberty. Liberty, a new team in Class 5A, went to the Elite 8 of Class 4A last year. They're led by Graham Beckman, a very talented quarterback. Ankeny's defense looks to put in work this evening. Other games not on Central Iowa Sports Network tonight. Dowling Catholic takes on Urbandale. Urbandale, number 9 in the RPI. They are currently ranked 9th, and they look good at 4-2. Have a big test here against Dowling Catholic. Valley, they are in win-now mode. They got to win out for a chance at the playoffs. They take on Waterloo West. And Des Moines Roosevelt gets their homecoming game against Ankeny Centennial. That should be a good one over at Drake Stadium. That will wrap it up for us here on the CISN Football Pregame Show. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We hope you enjoy your Friday night football. 3 great games on the docket. We'll send you to your next one right now. I'm your host, Blake Walker. Have a good Football Friday, everyone. Thanks for watching the Central Iowa Sports Network Football Pregame Show. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Waukee High School. It is week 7 of the Class 5A Iowa High School football season, and we have got an important matchup here tonight. The number 1 ranked Southeast Polk Rams step into a pink-out night at Waukee Stadium to take on the 5th ranked Waukee Warriors. Hello, everyone. Blake Walker along with you here this evening in what should be a phenomenal matchup, to say the least. Waukee has burst on the scene this year. A young team starting to grow into their form a little bit more. 5-1 on the season. Their only loss to Waukee Northwest. Southeast Polk defending state champions, winners of 9 straight games dating back to last year. Oh, by the way, they're 2-time defending state champions. Got a win last week against Johnston and hung on at home. A 38-35 victory, a high-scoring affair against the Dragons. Also a win over Centennial, 24-21. So, a couple of the close games that they've played have been against the best teams they've faced. Waukee on the other side, after the Northwest loss, have rallied off wins against Sioux City North, Valley. Johnston, thanks to a fumble touchdown late, and defeated Des Moines Lincoln 58-0. Let's take a look at the running back battle tonight. The wind is going to be an issue. 14-mile-an-hour wind gusts tonight. It's fall football weather finally, 51 degrees. We'll start with C.J. Phillip, the Dowling transfer at Southeast Polk. Last week, 22 carries, 143 yards, and 3 touchdowns. His best game of the season. He burst on the scene for Southeast Polk, who runs the ball well and passes the ball well. 16 rushing touchdowns and 15 passing touchdowns. C.J. Phillip was crucial in the victory last week against Johnston. He was the big factor. Look at that, bursting through the holes. The O-line is great. They only lost Caden Proctor last season, and then they returned everybody else. C.J. Phillip has been the answer and has to be the answer tonight if the passing game can't get going. On the other side, it's Grant Gamble, the junior, who has also burst on the scene. Couple different backs, but Gamble's been the main one. 520 yards this season. That's almost 5.7 yards per carry. 9 touchdowns on the season. He has breakaway speed. He can be a problem for several secondaries. He will be the big factor tonight, along with the sophomore quarterback, Beckett Baker. These two teams have not played each other since 2020, and Southeast Polk was the one who got away with the victory, 21-10. Grant Gamble and Beckett Baker, both will be crucial parts to a Waukee upset if the Warriors pull it off tonight. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back for your kickoff. It's number 5 Waukee taking on number 1 Southeast Polk on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Welcome back to Waukee Stadium, home of a top 5 matchup in the CIML tonight. Number 5 Waukee takes on number 1 Southeast Polk. It is pink out night here at Waukee. It's also finally football weather. 51 degrees currently. It's going to get down to about 48 by the time this thing finishes up. See the pink out crowd. Student section's been a huge part of tonight. Waukee has one of the best student sections in the state of Iowa, kind of their SpongeBob Bikini Bottom theme as those guys are showing up. So they keep that theme, but the pink out has been huge. Wind is also going to be a factor tonight. Could get up to 25-mile-an-hour wind gust. That is going to be interesting, something to keep an eye on tonight. Southeast Polk takes the field on the far sideline. The Rams trying to keep undefeated. They have a big one next week against Dowling Catholic. They can't look ahead because the Waukee Warriors, who are currently taking the field, are hungry for that signature victory and a signature upset over the number 1 team in the state of Iowa. The Warriors take the field in all black. A 5-1 record this year. Coach Baker has got that team rolling. Only losses to Waukee Northwest, one where they slipped late, had a big lead over the Wolves, blew it late. Waukee Northwest came back and won the whole thing. But the Waukee Warriors have looked good ever since. Their defense is one of the top in the classes. It's just, can their offense keep up with this Southeast Polk team that has caused so many issues here for several teams in the state? But a close win over Johnston last week, 38-35, might have some people thinking, how can tonight go? How does Southeast Polk respond? Along with the fact that you have number 2 Dowling Catholic coming into Southeast Polk next week. That's going to be another fun one to watch. Waukee and Southeast Polk ready to get going. Take a look at the student section having their little chant together. That's a school as one, if you will, a big part of each other. And we should have a great one tonight. Great crowd has filled in for both Southeast Polk and Waukee. hungry and ready to try and take down the number 1 team in Class 5A. A couple other things to take a look at tonight. Historical matchups dating back to 2008. Waukee actually leads the series dating back to 2008. The Warriors 7, Southeast Polk 6. The Rams have won the last 2. Last time they played, 2020, a 21-10 victory for Southeast Polk and a 38-35 win in 2019. Waukee won every matchup from 2018 to 2013. The Rams won 3 straight between 2012 and 2010. Waukee won in 2009, and Southeast Polk won in 2008. The captains are on the field now, and we'll await to see what the coin toss is here for this one. Waukee in their all black with pink, and Southeast Polk in all white. We'll see what the call is here. Southeast Polk will defer the coin toss, and Waukee will receive. So the Warriors want the ball first. Well, Southeast Polk didn't want the ball first, so the Warriors will get it first, and the Rams will be kicking it off, and he'll have a chance to get it back at halftime. So an opportunity for the Warriors to jump out early and maybe get a step above the number 1 team in Class 5A. The Warriors will take the field and get ready as Southeast Polk will walk out as well. So 2 will be back for Waukee to set this one up. That's Henrik Nimley and number 39, George Hinkie. And kicking off for Southeast Polk will be number 88, Hunter Chanthapon, the senior. Wind will be an issue tonight. 15-mile-an-hour winds right now, could get up to 24-mile-an-hour wind gusts. It is time for some top 5 football in Week 7. Southeast Polk and Waukee. We are underway from Waukee Stadium. That one will go all the way to the back of the end zone and will go down for a touchback. And the Waukee offense will take the field, led by their sophomore quarterback, Beckett Baker. Started as a freshman last season, has tried to step into his role. 73 of 132, 10 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 853 yards, almost 11.7 yards per throw. He's also great on the ground, 62 carries, 348 yards, and 2 touchdowns as well. We talked about Grant Gamble and what he brings in the backfield as well. And we'll see how everything shakes out tonight. Waukee will go 2 wide receivers out to the right. They'll keep everyone tucked in here. On first down, Gamble, they'll go play fake for Baker. Baker goes downfield, and it's almost intercepted. Good coverage downfield. Pass was intended for number 14, Cooper Andrews. But a better play on the backside by the DB, Emmanuel Gay. Gay, 5'8", 160. I know his size doesn't seem that big, but boy, he can make a big play in the backfield. 3 interceptions coming into tonight. He is a huge part of this defense for Southeast Polk. A defense that has given up points this year. Gave up 35 to Johnston last week. That was a gunslinging type of offense. We'll see if Waukee can do that here tonight. Cooper Andrews in motion. Baker on second down will get the carry going near side, and look out. Baker breaking tackles, staying up, and the sophomore quarterback's going to get him down to the 38-yard line. Nice start for Beckett Baker. Nice little quarterback keeper. Says, I'll do it myself. Follows his blockers. Think of Trevor Lawrence, but not as tall. That's what he gives you. He can hit the ground running. He can pass the ball as well. He is a do-it-all type quarterback. He's a big reason why Waukee is off to the start that they are and has already a year of experience under his belt. Play action fake. Baker's going to go downfield. One-on-one coverage, and it's just out of the reach of the DB. That's Caden Hills. Overshoots his man. Henrik Nimley was the wide receiver intended to go for. It'll bring up second down. Good crowd tonight for Southeast Polk. As you can see over there, great crowd all across the board. Waukee and Southeast Polk. It's pink out night here for breast cancer awareness to start the month of October. Second down and 10. They'll go to Grant Gamble. Gamble gets spun down. Really no effort by Draven Woods. The linebacker comes in and makes a heck of a play. The captain on the defense, he has been huge this season. 35 tackles coming in. Now that's 36. 14 for loss, 3 sacks, 1 fumble return, or 1 fumble recovery, and 1 interception. He is a do-it-all type of linebacker and sometimes plays at the D-end position. Third down and long. It's third down and 12. Andrews moves in motion. Southeast Polk might be sending the blitz. They pull off. Baker going to fire downfield. Cooper Andrews just misses his man. Waukee wanted a flag. Andrews thought he got pushed in the back, but there will be no call, and Waukee can't convert. And on fourth down and 12, the Rams will get this one for the first time tonight. Had him downfield, just missed him out front just by a little bit. And that will give Southeast Polk a chance to bring this thing back. Carson Robbins and Sam Zelenovich are the ones to receive the punt. And this is Drew Hurlbert to punt. Hurlbert gets it away. Spiraling kick. That one's on the ground, and Waukee wasn't looking at it. A lucky break for Sam Zelenovich. That one dropped right through his chest. And the Southeast Polk offense will take the field. They are led by their senior quarterback, Connor Moberly. 14 touchdowns, 1 pick. He threw that 1 pick in week 1. 1,179 yards, 12.7 yards per throw. He's 93 of 140 on the season, and he's got 2 very talented wide receivers in Carson Robbins and Sam Zelenovich. Zelenovich, 496 yards, Robbins, 404. Keep an eye on those guys here tonight. First down and 10 for the Southeast Polk offense. Moberly will fire short. This is caught near the first down. It's Sam Zelenovich upfield for about 9 yards. Connor Moberly, that is the type of quarterback he is. He is quick. He will get the ball out quick. He's going to be a Cyclone next season. And Coach Campbell's getting a good one in Connor Moberly. Just a very, very quick release all across the board. Tight end moves from right to left. Second down and short. Here's C.J. Phillip. Will burst ahead, and Phillip spins his way down forward all the way to the 42-yard line. And C.J. Phillip, we talked about it in the pregame. He is going to be a problem. He is an all-around type running back. Don't see him a lot out of the backfield come and catch the ball, but it's his ability to get on the ground and run that is really starting to get figured out here in the next couple weeks. And Southeast Polk is even. 16 rushing touchdowns, 15 passing touchdowns. You wouldn't think it based on how their offensive passing game has looked through first 6 weeks. But they'll take it. First down and 10, 9:34 to go here in the first quarter. Moberly, play action fake. He'll fire short. That's Sam Zelenovich. Zelenovich gets upfield. First down to about the 30. He's drilled by Waukee's number 4, Mason Brooks. But no effort here by Southeast Polk, easily getting downfield. Another quick pass. Moberly, if Moberly waits, it's usually not a good sign for him. But if he can get the ball out quick, that's where he's able to make his bread and get going. You got Carson Robbins and Sam Zelenovich here on this right side. Lundgren, the tight end, moves over along with number 40, Thaden Abbas. C.J. Phillip up the middle. And it is just no defense here for Waukee as the Rams plow right through the middle. That's another gain of about 8. Again, Southeast Polk's O-line is very talented. Only lost Caden Proctor last year. They returned everybody else. So I know losing one of the top linemen ever to play in the state of Iowa is a big deal, but when you return everybody else, you can't be too upset. Second down and 2 for Southeast Polk, just outside the red zone. Phillip finds another gap. Phillip cuts it back. He's down inside the 15, down inside the 10, down to about the 9-yard line. And the Rams continue to push this thing downfield. Waukee defense just getting gashed here early. It almost feels like you could go the air, you could go the ground. It really doesn't matter. Waukee is definitely not as big up front as Southeast Polk. And we can tell that early. The linebackers are going to be working hard tonight for the Waukee Warriors. First and goal. C.J. Phillip up the middle, barrels forward, and once again, going to get all the way to about the 4-yard line. The Rams have not gone backwards this entire first drive. It is easily moving downfield, and the Warriors just can't seem to do anything. Got a couple hands on hips all ready for Waukee. We were here a couple weeks ago. Obviously, it was hot, humid, much cooler tonight, 51 degrees, wind. Could be a factor. That's why Southeast Polk's keeping this thing on the ground. Rams will change the play. They'll look back to the sideline. They got plenty of time. 7 seconds on the game or on the play clock. 2nd and 3. Phillip up the middle, finds a gap, runs over a defender. He is going to be close, and he is just short. They're going to put him at about the half-yard line. He ran right into a linebacker. And it is about 3rd and goal from maybe the 1-inch mark. This should just be a QB sneak. Moberly goes under center. 3rd and goal. Moberly pushes in. Touchdown, Southeast Polk. What a drive. Led by C.J. Phillip and Connor Moberly. Finishes off with a QB sneak. And the Rams, a commanding 6-0 start. Waukee's defense just got gashed the entire drive. No answer for the Rams offense, and that is about as good of a start as you could have asked for. And Hunter Chanthapon, the left-footed kicker, will try to kick this one, and it's muffed by Holden Hansen. He couldn't hold the snap, and Waukee will take it. 6-0, Southeast Polk on top of the Warriors. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Hi, Joe the Car Guy, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car is on injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible, so bring it here to Westside Auto. I have the team of experts that can fix every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a broken part, or if your car just got its bell rung. We'll do a complete physical to make sure your car is game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get you back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging out there. Move it, move it, move it.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Welcome back to Waukee Stadium. Southeast Polk drives down the field with ease on their first offensive possession and takes a 6-0 lead after the fumbled snap. And the Warriors will get ready to return this kick. There's a little bit of confusion if they got the right amount of personnel on the field. It looks like they do. So Chanthapon will send this one back. We'll see if it's returnable. Yes, it is. On the far sideline, this is going to be taken out and cut back in the middle. That's Hemrick. Hemrick makes a couple guys miss, pushes forward. He's down to about the 30. And that is where Waukee will set up. That was Henrik Nimley on the return. Well, Waukee had a couple opportunities on the first drive. A good run by Beckett Baker. And then a couple deep shots that just couldn't quite connect. Got lucky that it wasn't picked off. And that's how we sit so far in this one. We'll see if the Warrior offense can get rolling here, because it was wondered if their offense could keep up, but clearly defense as well might be a big factor into this one. Got to keep everything in front of you. 1st down and 10 from the 30. Just over 6.5 to go here in the first quarter. Grant Gamble off this near side. He is spun down. Draven Woods not going to let him go far. Got about a yard. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9. Definitely one of the better defenses Waukee will face this season. You had an argument Johnston's defense was up there, but the Dragons gave up 38 last week to Southeast Polk. And Johnston technically only gave up 7 against Waukee. Waukee was able to return that kick or that fumble late to defeat the Dragons. Gamble in motion. Baker will fire short, and it's almost picked off. Draven Woods. Man, he is everywhere tonight. So many tackles early. He's already got 2. almost had an interception, and Waukee cannot seem to figure out Draven Woods and that D-line. What a play. And it's 3rd down and long again, and the Warriors, based off their defense, really looking for something here. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Baker on 3rd and 8. Here comes the pressure. Baker's got to try to get rid of it. He does. There is no one in the area. We'll see if it's going to be an intentional grounding. Southeast Polk wants one, and they're going to have a chat here with the officials. And this probably should be. There was no one in the area, and it is intentional grounding on Waukee. So a rough start gets a little bit rougher for the Warriors as Baker tried to get it away, and nobody was in the area. And it's intentional grounding. So already a loss of down as it is, but that just backs the Warriors up more. And the Southeast Polk offense, which got downfield with ease, is chomping at the bit to get back on the field here. Carson Robbins and Sam Zelenovich will be the ones back to receive. Hurlbert's going to have to really set back here. The Rams almost got to the punt last time, so Hurlbert's got to be careful. He's going to be pretty much punting from the 1-yard line. We'll see if the Rams send a ton, because last time they did, Zelenovich and Robbins are sitting on the 45. Waukee's 45. Rams try to set it up on a possible block. Hurlbert takes it and just gets it away. It is a winding punt. It'll be taken by Robbins, and he's spun down at about the 44, so really doesn't give up much of a return. Southeast Polk was trying that thing that the Patriots were able to pull off a couple weeks ago on that field goal block. You send a man in motion, kind of running in from the side, and then boom, when that snap goes, he has a running start. Didn't quite work there, but Coach Zelenovich has been watching some New England Patriots tape. Well, the Southeast Polk offense got downfield easily, and Waukee needs a stop here, or this could get out of hand early. 5:47 to go here in the first. They'll move a couple in motion. Handoff, delayed handoff. C.J. Phillip running forward. He has not been stopped tonight. That's a gain of about 5, down to about the 39-yard line. Last week was the breakout game for C.J. Phillip. Over 130 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns. Gashed Johnston's defense deep in their own territories. And you were just waiting for it because Phillip and Rashad Davis were a great 1-2 punch at Dowling last year. We know how good Phillip is. And now he's starting to really find his rhythm for this Southeast Polk offense. Just makes him even more dangerous. 2nd and 5. Phillip again bounces it to the far side, and that time Waukee wraps him up a little bit quicker. Gain of about 1, and this will set up 3rd down and about 4. And you got to think this might be 4-down territory no matter what for the Southeast Polk Rams, the way they're playing. Waukee has forced 7 interceptions this season, but the Rams have forced 10. Waukee's been known as a ball-hawking defense. Waukee will get loud on 3rd down and 4 with 4:39 to go here in the first quarter. 2 wide receivers near side. This is a handoff up the middle, and that's going to be a 1st down and a great carry by Landon Vanderwerf. They bring in the backup running back, who's also tote the rock pretty well. 46 carries, 263 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Whenever Phillip needs a break, Vanderwerf is next man in, and he proves that right there. Really nice play up the middle, and it's a 1st down. Waukee's still looking for that first tackle for loss or gain of nothing. Southeast Polk has yet to have a negative gain on offense so far. Warriors looking for something positive here, but the Rams see no reason to go to the air if need be. Play action fake over the middle. Low pass, but it's caught. Nice grab. Cooper Butel. His 9th catch of the year, and it's a 1st down. Nice little slant route there for Butel. Kind of one of those 4th options, 3rd, 4th options in the wide receiver game. The Rams are just outside the red zone, or at the red zone, I should say, at the 20-yard line. 1st down and 10. Waukee tries to blitz. No call. I'm going to say they did not get across. That was the linebacker trying to come flying in. Waukee might send an all-out blitz here. They're going to have to be quick, and that's what Moberly's good at. It is a blitz. They fire outside, and it's caught, but a really well-done read by Waukee on that far side. That was Mason Brooks. Tried to get there just in time, caught Cooper Butel, but still got a good chunk. I didn't think he got much, but he's going to get about 4. And it's second down at 6. Good job by Moberly to pick up the blitz by Waukee. They sent one, kept a couple back, trying to play a couple tricks. Zelenovic and Robbins are on the far sideline, 2 back. This could be tough setup on the DB side. Vanderwerf, carry, going left side. He is spun down, but, man, he kept the legs churning for about 2, and it's third down and short. Rams are in field goal range, and if you're Waukee, boy, you need to stop here. A touchdown this early, with how your offense has been looking through first 2 drives. Really got to find something. Waukee's student section telling everybody to get up. Third down at 4 with 2:22 to go. 2 wide receivers near side. They move both tight ends, twin tight ends, off to the right side. This is Vanderwerf in the backfield. Third and short. Vanderwerf carry up the middle. He is swarmed. A whole herd of Waukee Warriors are in on the tackle. And it'll be third down and about 5. Might be the first negative gain for Southeast Polk. And the Rams are going to keep the offense out on the field. The way the offense has been playing, there is no surprise that Southeast Polk is doing this. You have moved down the field with ease. They got something lined up in the playbook. Fourth down and 5 for the Rams. They might try to get a jump offside. Moberly, play action fake, rolling, firing, dropped, caught up in the air. I think it's caught, and it is. It is caught up field, but he's short. It doesn't matter. It's a stop on fourth down. That thing was bobbled up in the air. It was intended for number 40 on Southeast Polk. Take a look at the replay. Thaden Abbas was the intended receiver. Moberly fired it short. He bounced it up in the air, and then it was caught by Carson Robbins, but he was short. And the Warriors hold on fourth down and 5. What a play. I have no idea how that thing just kind of bobbled. It wasn't going to be a first down anyway, even if Abbas caught it. But the Warriors, that is a huge stop. But now the ball deep in their own territory. Going to have to get something rolling here on offense as they have stalled. Got a good chunk on that first drive. Official trying to get a couple guys set up for Waukee. Trying to make sure that they can check their spot and be off on the line. First down at 10, 1:26 to go here in the first quarter. Cooper Andrews will move in motion. Beckett Baker will keep it. Pushes it out to the outside. Makes a man miss. Beckett Baker up the sideline, and a big gain for the sophomore quarterback. Down to the 30-yard line. Boy, about 3 missed tackles by Southeast Polk aided that big play. Carter Pesic, one of the senior captains, was right there on the edge, number 4, and he just couldn't bring him down. So first down and 10 from the 31. Baker's legs have been the big difference maker for Waukee. That's his second big run he's broken out today. Gamble gets the carry, follows his blockers, but runs into traffic. And he'll get about 2 or 3. Nearing the end of the first quarter. This first quarter has flown by here. That big fourth down stop by Waukee could be the momentum they need, but it's just a matter if the offense can get back downfield. They could really put a lightning strike on the board here. They've taken a couple deep balls. You got Sage Yazzie, talented wide receiver here on this near side. 16 seconds on the play clock. Waukee's taking their time. This might be the last play of the quarter, the way it's lining up. 2 wide receivers near side. They move a man in motion. That's Charlie Cross. Grant Gamble up the middle. Gamble runs over a man. He's down to about the 47-yard line, and Grant Gamble lowers the shoulder. First down, Waukee. Boy, it doesn't look like he's going to find a hole, and then, woo, he just
comes right out, splits the hole, finds a gap, and takes off. And I believe this is going to be it for the end of the first quarter, unless Waukee wants to run something quick. 9 seconds on the clock. And that will be the end of the first quarter. Southeast Polk on top, 6-0 over Waukee. The Warriors looking for some offense. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Trucks are arriving daily during Schottenkirk Chevy's Truckload Kickoff event. Over 1,200 vehicles. WaukeeChevy.com. Inventory changes hourly. Don't see exactly what you want? Build, price, and order direct from the factory. To better serve you, we've doubled the size of our service department. We need more team members. Go to WaukeeChevy.com to see our job openings. The Truckload Kickoff event. Find new roads to Schottenkirk Waukee Chevy. WaukeeChevy.com.
When you need to conquer the drifts on your property, get the job done your way. The Western Defender Compact Snowplow. All the professional grade features in just the right size for your mid-sized pickup or SUV. Easy to attach and easy to use. Get the performance to plow like this and finish like this. Western. More jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Waukee and Southeast Polk, number 1 versus number 5 tonight here on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Waukee stops the Rams on 4th and 5 inside the 10. And a couple big running plays by Beckett Baker and Grant Gamble have got them in business at the 47-yard line. Trying to get upfield, and we start the second quarter here. Baker was going to go outside, and we're going to get a false start. And I think they're going to get it on Sage Yazzie, who puts his hands up. And it is. Yazzie gets called, and Sage is very confused. Looking for an explanation from the official. I don't think he's going to get it. Draven Woods is kind of taunting him with the, oh, what do I know? What do I know? So they'll try again. First down at 15 from the 42. The Warriors have taken a couple shots deep, but they haven't been able to connect. Baker's got a strong arm. It's just a matter of if he can connect. Baker back to throw. He's going to go deep. Man on man, one-on-one. Fires downfield and misses. Intended receiver was Henrik Nimley. Covered up the whole way by Emmanuel Gay. That's a good matchup over there. Keep an eye on that one tonight. Two very speedy wide receiver DB combo. And it's second down at 15. Baker's got a cannon. His accuracy is one thing that will improve as the years go on. He's only a sophomore quarterback. We're seeing that with Urbandale's freshman quarterback this year. A couple of younger quarterbacks here in the CIML. Sets yourself up well. Here comes a blitz. Baker goes over the middle. That thing's popped up in the air, and it's almost picked off. Almost picked off. In and out of the hands of the DB, number 19, Caden Hills. That's the second time tonight that he's almost had a pick. He's frustrated with himself over there. That was a ball batted in the air. It was a free ball in the air, if anything. And Waukee's offense just trying to find some rhythm. They had a couple good run plays right in a row, but they've stalled ever since the false start. Third down at 15. Rams might be sending the house. Waukee has yet to gash them deep, so they might try to get to the quarterback and get Baker flustered here. 3rd and 15 from the 42. Baker back to throw. Here comes Woods on a blitz. Baker waits, will work his way back to the far sideline. Baker waiting, he gets drilled. Nowhere to go. Nice play by Carter Pesic. Baker went near side, back to the other side. Didn't even want to throw it away. He held on to it, and Pesic makes him play. It looked exactly like what happened with the Jets and Chiefs the other night with the DB and Patrick Mahomes who just whiffed, but that time Pesic did not miss, and Baker took a huge hit. And the Warriors come up empty on a promising drive to start. 4th down and 19, and Hurlburt will punt this one away. Southeast Polk has been very close to blocking a couple of these. This is going to get interesting here. Hurlburt takes it and gets it away. It's another great punt. Carson Robbins says, everybody get away. And this is going to get a great bounce. And it'll be down at about the 20-yard line, and Southeast Polk will set up shop. And an offense that has really not been stopped at all. Waukee has maybe 2 plays of giving up not positive yards, couple tackles for loss, but the 4th and 5 stop was big, and Coach Zelenovich had a great reason to go for it. His offense has looked phenomenal all throughout. Why not try it? But Waukee's defense definitely needs help from the offensive side. It's 6-0 here for the Rams, trying to extend this game. Carson Robbins on the far side, have yet to call his name a ton tonight, has not received a pass. Keep an eye on him as the evening goes on. CJ Phillip, no play action fake. Moberly going to go deep, firing downfield. This is just over the outreached hands of Sam Zelenovich. He had his man deep down the center of the field. That was number 6, Sam Diener. Sam Diener, the senior DB. I was just speaking on Carson Robbins. They wanted to go to Robbins. Robbins was streaking on a post up the middle, but he was covered well. And Moberly decided to think best of it and hold it to himself. He's only thrown 1 pick, and that was week 1. He's hair up, just the boom on Carson Robbins. Take a look at the replay. Oh, oh my goodness. And in the cold, you'll feel those hits a little bit more, and Harp lays it. 3rd down and 5. Big play here for Waukee. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Lundgren, the tight end's one of them. Waukee might be looking zone. Moberly, 3rd down. Here comes the pressure. Moberly has to step up, gets away from one. Moberly dives for the 1st down, and he is going to have it. Boy, it doesn't seem like he can run, but even when you think he can't, he takes off. 21 carries, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns coming into tonight. And he just finds enough space and reaches for the 1st down, and a huge 1st down conversion by Southeast Polk. He's run for a touchdown. He's passed for a touchdown. He caught a touchdown last week against Johnston on a trick play, him and Holden Hansen, the backup quarterback. CJ Phillip going to try to get him back going in the game, and that's a good idea for Southeast Polk. He gets a big gain down to about the 40. They went quiet on him that last drive. Didn't really get the ball a ton. It was Landon Vanderwerf. Now, granted, you have 2 very talented running backs. You might as well roll with them. It's a good problem to have for Zelenovich. Jack Falloon is a wide receiver here on this near side. 9:05 here to go here in the first half. Southeast Polk on top, 6-0. A touchdown on a QB sneak by Connor Moberly, but then a missed snap on a field goal attempt. Moberly fires short. This is caught upfield. Nice pitch and catch for Sam Zelenovich. If Waukee's in zone, that's about the easiest play that Southeast Polk will get off all night, because the way that Southeast Polk plays, their wide receivers are so talented, they're so quick they can move. You almost don't want to put them at man-to-man and jam them at the line, because if they break free, they're gone. So you got to kind of play in that soft zone. It's going to be a tough one to play against all night for Waukee. Another thing for the Warriors, they're going to try to get to the quarterback. They got Moberly a little uneasy that last 3rd down, but Moberly was able to take off. From the 49, Rams trying to drive. 1st down and 10. Phillip on a carry up the middle, and he's ripped down. Not going to get much. Maybe got about a yard, maybe 2. Waukee player getting up a little bit slower there in the middle of the pile. That's number 12, Luke Mash. But he'll hop back up. Or excuse me, that was Nathan Deemerly. I was looking at Southeast Polk's roster. Brody Blackford, the senior offensive lineman, he took kind of a weird hit on his ankle. He hopped back up. Didn't look very fun. 2nd down and 8. Phillip off the far side, taken down, going to get about 3 or 4. So not as big of a run here, and it's 3rd down and a manageable 4 upcoming. Rams have gone to the air, but it's not been their specialty here so far. 3rd down and 4. Waukee trying to get back on their feet here. Crowd trying to play into it. Waukee really soft coverage here on the near side. 3rd down and 4. Phillip with the carry. He is going to be brought down. Not much going. Sean Camara, the senior defensive lineman, is able to get in there, and it's a manageable 4th down and 3. The Rams failed once on 4th down, and they will not make the mistake again. They will respect Waukee's defense and punt. That is a huge, huge stop for Waukee. Zelenovic wasn't going to take another risk. They could fake it here, but I'm trying to look for a flag. The wind is kind of blowing back at him. And it looks like Grant Gamble is the one back to receive. High snap for Hunter Chanthapon, but Waukee's not sending anybody. Gamble comes up and, dangerous, dangerous play, but he makes the catch at about the 14, 15-yard line, and Waukee will set back up. Well, the defense has buckled down just a little bit more, but it's Southeast Polk's defense that we need to be talking about. The Rams have given up a couple plays on the ground, but in the air, they've given up really nothing. The DBs of Southeast Polk, 10 picks this year. Beckett Baker, 5 interceptions, 10 touchdown passes, so he's prone to a couple mistakes. And they've tried to take a couple shots. They just haven't been able to make it happen. The run game's been the key, but if Southeast Polk is honing in on that, it doesn't seem to matter. Draven Woods has been big tonight, along with Carter Pesic. Man in motion, Grant Gamble up the middle, and he is going nowhere. Gain of about nothing, maybe an inch, if anything. 6 minutes to go here in the first half. A quick-moving first half and a defensive battle between these two. Waukee number 5 in the RPI to come out this week. First RPI rankings of the season. Southeast Polk in at number 1, Dowling Catholic number 2, Bettendorf 3, Pleasant Valley 4th, Waukee at 5. You want to be top 8, you get a home field advantage. Baker back to throw, will fire short. This is caught, but not much going. Emmanuel Gay is all over number 8, Henrik Nimley. Nimley, 13 catches, 125 yards coming in. It's a positive gain of about 4 or 5. 4, it'll be 3rd down and 6. There is just not much rolling here for this Waukee offense. Looking for that one big play. Carter Pesic trying to change a couple things defensively here. 3rd and 6. Baker on a quarterback keeper pushes up the middle, breaks a couple tackles. I think he might have a first. And yes, he will. He's really close. Nope, they're going to mark it 1st down. So a read option, if you will, for Beckett Baker. And him on the ground has been the big difference for Waukee tonight. That's where they're finding their yardage. Might not need to go back to the air. I know they want to get the passing game going, but it's tough to cover 2 guys in the backfield. They haven't faced a crazy passing and running quarterback this year. Baker, play action fake, going to go outside and just misses. Charlie Cross is a tender receiver. I don't think he was going to get much anyway. He was running straight sideways. That was going to be a tough play no matter what. And it's 2nd down and 10. One thing about this game, the way the defenses have been playing, the clock has just ticked on and on. This has flown by. We kicked off at 7. It's 7:37 now. And you just wonder, Waukee wanting that first drive back defensively. Gamble, near side, great block. Grant Gamble runs over Emmanuel Gay and gets upfield, close to the 1st down marker. It's a gain of about 9. Man, he is so shifty in the open field. He can make anybody miss. 3rd down and 1 upcoming for Waukee. Southeast Polk trying to hunker down here at the linebacker position. Caleb Chubahar, one of the senior captains. He's down there in the middle, along with Mason Vanderbrink. Number 10 and number 11. 3rd and short. Baker rolling. Tripped forward. He didn't get it. He is going to lose about a yard. I don't know if he was tripped or if he tried to dive for the first. But a mistake on Baker, and they are going to have to punt this thing back. Boy, a big missed opportunity for Waukee. Again, I have no idea if he thought the 1st down was closer or what, but I don't know. It looked like he dove. I don't even know if he tripped, but I guess he thought he was closer to the 1st down marker than he was, and that is a huge missed opportunity for Waukee, trying to put a couple drives together. They have still not gotten past the 50-yard line tonight. And they're putting a lot of pressure on their defense. Herbert will be back to receive. Good snap, and he gets it away. Another long punt, and this one will be taken by Sam Zelenovic at about the 30-yard line. Maybe got a yard favor there. 3:06 to go here in the first half. Boy, the Rams, you get the ball back to start the second half. If you go down and get a touchdown here, all the pressure shifts to Waukee. Not to mention you take such a massive lead. In a game like this, 13, 12 points is a massive lead going into the locker room. I'm sure Sepp will go for 2 if they score here. You have a lot of confidence in your defense that has just been lights out all night. First down and 10. Waukee again, just a very soft zone here on the near side. Moberly fires short, caught, upfield, there goes Carson Robbins. Robbins with his breakaway speed. He is not going to be caught. Touchdown, Southeast Polk. Breakaway speed on a 70-yard dash and go. And the Rams take a 12-0 lead. Boy, I don't know, Waukee. I don't know if something missed on defense or what, but I said soft zone. There was pretty much nobody covering Robbins. They're so far back off the line that Robbins is going to make a pitch and catch. There was nobody on the other side of the field at the corner position. They were all playing up, and there was just no chance. Chanthapon boots it through, 13-0. Southeast Polk on top of Waukee. We'll take a break. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Carson Robbins, 70 yards down the center of the field. You couldn't ask for a more wide open play. That came way too easily. And Waukee's defense got to be looking at something here on the sidelines. That was just a very easy play by the Rams and a big 13-0 lead. Waukee's offense just has not been rolling. The defense had done a pretty good job considering the first drive, but they're just slipped up, and the Rams make them pay for it. This will be taken at about the 5-yard line. Waukee needs a good return. Running sideways here. And cutting up field. And the ball's out. Ball is on the ground. Southeast Polk hops on top of it. And the Rams force a huge turnover. George Hinkey went down and it just popped out. He was not down. Clearly not down. And it's all unraveling here for Waukee. Take a look at the replay. George Hinkey running sideways. Then tries to cut it upfield and it is just pop free. I mean, not even a chance. And Southeast Polk hops on top of it and has a chance to really blow this thing open here before the half. 2:43 to go. My goodness, what a turn of events here at Waukee. So the Rams step back out on offense. They'll have 3 wide receivers to the far right side. And it's almost like Waukee's in a cover 2. And when you're in cover 2, the middle of the field is usually wide open. C.J. Phillip up the middle and spun down. Hard tackle, but a good tackle nonetheless by Sean Camara. Boy, just a tough couple minutes here so far for Waukee. I guarantee we don't see another return by Waukee tonight. Might just fair catch it and roll with it here the rest of the way. Second down at 4, 2:11 to go here in the first half. Phillip, near side, breaks a couple tackles and keeps his head down. And he has the first down. It'll be first and goal inside the 10 for Southeast Polk, trying to take a huge lead here on the road. Some people wondered coming into this game, was Southeast Polk going to be thinking ahead about next week? Were they thinking about Dowling next week? Well, clearly they have not. They have come out swinging on all cylinders. It seems like they have highly respected this Waukee team and know what they're working for, know what they're good at. Perfect game plan set up by Zelenovich tonight. So first and goal from the 8. Carson Robbins and Sam Zelenovich here on this near side. Everybody else is on the line. Phillip tries to get to the edge, breaks a tackle, and again, he is met quickly. Sean Kamara is everywhere. Couple tackles tonight. I don't even think he got a yard. Southeast Polk will call a timeout. We'll take one with them. Sepp on top, 13-0. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Hi, Joe the Car Guy, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car is on injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible, so bring it here to Westside Auto. I have the team of experts that can fix every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a broken part, or if your car just got its bell rung. We'll do a complete physical to make sure your car is game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get you back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging out there. Move it, move it, move it.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Windy night here tonight here in Waukee. Wind gusts up to about 25 miles an hour. It hasn't made a difference for the Southeast Polk offense, who has been lights out, to say the least. Drove down the field with ease on their first drive, capped off by a Connor Moberly QB sneak, and then the 70-yard touchdown pass from Moberly to Carson Robbins. And then the fumble by Waukee on the kickoff has Southeast Polk set up second and goal on the 8-yard line. Play action fake. Moberly rolls, looking, going to lob this one to the end zone, and it's out of bounds. Smart play. Boy, if the Warriors can give up just 3 here, I'm sure they will be very happy considering how the last 5 minutes have gone. The Rams had the ball at about this same spot, and they went for it on 4th and 5, and Waukee was able to stop them. That was a big point, but Waukee's offense couldn't turn it into anything. The Warriors' offense has just stalled heavily tonight. 3rd and 8. Is this 4-down territory for Southeast Polk? I'm not a coach, but I'd say maybe not. Trips to the right, 2 to the left. On 3rd and 8, Moberly back to throw, looking, firing, wide open is C.J. Phillip. He could not hang on. That pass was a little too high. And we'll see if the Rams just want to kick it here. And yes, they will. So Waukee's defense only gives up 3. They have been on the field quite a bit here in this first half. But they'll take 3 points. And it's not a given. Holden Hansen fumbled the first snap on the PAT attempt earlier tonight. So we'll see what happens here. 4th down and 8. Low snap. Kick is up, and it is right through. 16-0. Southeast Polk on top. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if this year is anything like last year, folks are going to be coming in early to get things for their houses.
What you need is a high-efficient gas insert from Heat & Glow.
Come in now and beat the rush, and Heat & Glow will help you out with some special promotions on gas inserts. We'll be doing up to $200 off on our gas metal inserts to retrofit into your drafty old wood fireplace. Come early, beat the rush. Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
New trucks are arriving daily during Schottenkirk Chevy's Truckload Kickoff event. Over 1,200 vehicles. WaukeeChevy.com. Inventory changes hourly. Don't see exactly what you want? Build, price, and order direct from the factory. To better serve you, we've doubled the size of our service department. We need more team members. Go to WaukeeChevy.com to see our job openings. The Truckload Kickoff event. Find new roads to Schottenkirk Waukee Chevy. WaukeeChevy.com.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. 16-0. Southeast Polk on top of Waukee. 1:04 to go here in the first half. Boy, if you are Waukee, you got to try to go down and score here. The Rams have really blown up here in the last 5 minutes. Henrik Nimley will take it on the far sideline. Nimley makes a couple guys miss. He fumbles the football, and Southeast Polk's back on top of it. Back-to-back fumbles on back-to-back kickoffs for Waukee. And Southeast Polk has it back again. Boy, I tell you what, I don't know if they want to return it anymore. Nimley on the far side, kind of an awkward catch as it is. He got upfield, and it's just jarred free by number 44. That's Kane Brockman. And the Rams have every bit of reason to try to go downfield and just try to blow this thing open. Waukee just stunned. Fans stunned. Southeast Polk, 2 turnovers by the Warriors, both on back-to-back kickoffs. 57 seconds to go. Mobley, play action fake. He's going downfield to Sam Zelenovich. It is intercepted. No, it wasn't. It was dropped. Boy, it should have been picked, but just in and out of the hands of Waukee. That is number 6, Sam Diener. Boy, it was one-on-one. I thought it was going to be a perfectly placed ball to Sam Zelenovich. But, boy, what a break for Southeast Polk. Waukee needed that, needed something of momentum. But the Rams have another chance, and they're probably going to take a couple shots here. 2nd down and 10. Landon Vanderwerf gets the carry up the middle, keeps those legs churning, and gets upfield. And I think Southeast Polk will call a timeout. Yes, they will. We'll take another one with them. 16-0. Sepp on top of Waukee.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
3rd down and 44 seconds to go here in the first half. Southeast Polk on top of Waukee. Moberly back to throw. All the time in the world. Wide open up field to Carson Robbins, and he is going to have the first down. We'll see if Southeast Polk calls another timeout. And yes, they will. We'll stay here, so 35 seconds to go. I'll see if I can check on a couple scores for you here. Boy, Southeast Polk got downfield, first drive of the game, gives up a possible field goal attempt. They score 6-0 after the PAT was bobbled. Waukee just couldn't get the offense rolling. Waukee gives up the big play downfield, 70-yard touchdown pass from Connor Moberly to Carson Robbins. And then Waukee, back-to-back drives, back-to-back kickoff returns, fumble. And Southeast Polk with a chance to really pull away here. It's hard enough to score on Southeast Polk as it is, but if you're down 16-0 and trying to mount a comeback, that's even harder. And Waukee, just turnovers have bit them here late in the second quarter. And for the most part, 6-0, close for it. But like I said, the Rams have just hunkered down, made plays on defense, and that's been the big difference. Only update I got, Johnson over CB Lincoln, 21-0 in the second quarter. First down, Moberly back to throw. Wide open downfield at the sticks. And that will be caught by Cooper Butel at about the 11. He gets out of bounds. 27 seconds to go. Boy, the Rams are so efficient. I could have swore he might have been out of bounds, but they're going to count him in. Rams looking for a big blow here before halftime. They get the ball back to start the second half as well. That's another one to keep an eye out for. And it's just crazy because this is a number 5 team. Waukee is the 5th-ranked team in Class 5A. Their only losses to Waukee Northwest. They've taken care of Valley, taken care of Johnston, albeit it was a close one. This Johnston team, who was 2-4, held with Southeast Polk the whole way last week. Waukee wanted a timeout. Moberly gets pressured, hit as he throws, and fires out of bounds. Coach Baker is furious down the sideline at Southeast Polk, or at the official. I don't know if Waukee wanted a timeout or what, but Baker is furious here on the sidelines. It'll be second down and 10 with 18 seconds to go. I don't know if he wanted a timeout or if he never got an explanation on what was happening on the far sideline. Moberly is all alone in the backfield. Watch out. This might be where he could keep it. Second and 10. Moberly back to throw. There he goes. He takes off and fires it out of bounds. He's smart. He'll get rid of it if nothing's open. Third down and 10. The first down is at the 1-yard line. 13 seconds to go here in the half. The Rams don't want another field goal, but if they have to, they still have one timeout left, so they could keep it on the ground if they wanted to. 3 wide receivers to this near side. Third down and 10, 13 seconds to go. Waukee sends the blitz. Moberly back to throw, has all the time in the world. He'll just fire this thing way out of bounds. And with 5 seconds to go, Southeast Polk most likely to send on the kicking unit, and they do. So Waukee's defense has really tightened up here in the red zone, but still back-to-back fumbles. Just a tough break here so far. And Hunter Chanthapon, the left-legged kicker, will try to send this one through and give the Rams a 19-0 lead. Snap hold. Kick is on the way, and it is good. 19-0. That'll do it for the end of the first half. Southeast Polk on top of Waukee. We will take a break, and we will be back for a little bit of halftime mid-game breaks. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in a little bit.
It's the DeArmond Ford Indianola Kickoff event. Score big on a new F-150 XLT with 3.9% for 66 months, plus $37.50 rebate. Get charged up with a Mach-E and lease for $449 a month. All Americans Ford Escape and Edge. New Edge for $399 a month flex buy. And the new Escape, 2.9% for 75 months, plus $500 rebate. Join our winning team at DeArmond Ford Indianola. DeArmondFord.com.
Hey, you two, we all want to be winners, right? The winning drive comes from choosing unleaded 88, a cleaner burning fuel made from corn. That way, we all win. Now give me some weight. That's the winning drive. Now let's go get some tailgating snacks.
Hi, Joe the Car Guy, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car is on injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible, so bring it here to Westside Auto. I have the team of experts that can fix every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a broken part, or if your car just got its bell rung. We'll do a complete physical to make sure your car is game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get you back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it out there. Move it, move it, move it.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if this year is anything like last year, folks are going to be coming in early to get things for their houses.
What you need is a high-efficient gas insert from Heat & Glow.
Come in now and beat the rush, and Heat & Glow will help you out with some special promotions on gas inserts. We'll be doing up to $200 off on our gas metal inserts to retrofit into your drafty old wood fireplace. Come early, beat the rush. Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Blake Walker with you here. What a game. What a game we've got so far. Southeast Polk on top of Waukee 19-0. Couple field goals given up by Waukee's defense. They've hunkered down inside the red zone. But turnovers have plagued the Warriors. Back-to-back kickoffs have been fumbled by Waukee. Southeast Polk, the big 70-yard touchdown pass from Connor Moberly to Carson Robbins. That has been the big one of this half. And then the fumbles, obviously. Waukee's offense has really not got anything going. They have yet to cross the 50-yard line. Beckett Baker really hasn't got anything going in the air. A couple good gains on the ground between him and Grant Gamble. We'll see if they can figure that out. But Southeast Polk, they can hit him in the air, they can hit him on the ground, and that has been the big difference maker for Coach Zelenovich and his offense. Only one other score update across the Metro. Johnston is up 21-0 over Council Bluffs Lincoln, and Iowa City Liberty and Ankeny are tied at 14. Ankeny has a chance to possibly host a playoff game. That is a must-win game for the Hawks. The Liberty clinging to playoff hopes as of right now. They are new to Class 5A. Made it to the Elite 8 last year in the Class 4A, so shapes up well. Talked about the RPI. The RPI has been the big difference maker so far, and that's one thing that everybody talks about. You always look at the RPI. What does everybody stack up if you get home field advantage? Obviously, top 16 make it in Class 5A. Southeast Polk, number 1. Dowling Catholic, number 2. Bettendorf, 3. Lost last week to Cedar Rapids Kennedy, but the Bulldogs still a very talented team. Pleasant Valley, 4. Their only loss is to Bettendorf. Waukee at 5. Cedar Rapids Kennedy at 6. One of the top passing offenses in the state. They're probably the most dangerous team out east. Ankeny at number 7, Waukee Northwest at 8. Urbandale, who's at Dowling tonight, is at number 9. Dubuque Hempstead at 10. They lost to Cedar Rapids Kennedy last night, so the Mustangs will be going backwards. Cedar Rapids Prairie at 11. Davenport West at number 12. Ankeny Centennial 13th. The Jaguars might not get home field advantage, but I can tell you what, they're going to be a dangerous team in the playoffs if they're that low of a seed. Linn-Mar 14th. Iowa City West 15th. Waterloo West at 16th. Waterloo West is at against Valley tonight. The Tigers up 7-0 last time I checked. The Tigers, if you're wondering, are all the way back in 28th spot at 1-5. But if the Tigers win out, they can get in. It sounds crazy, but yes, they can get in if they win out. They'll have a win over Ankeny if they do that, which that should be a good one next week. Cedar Falls is 17th. Iowa City High is 18th. Sioux City East 19th, and Muscatine is 20th. The Johnston Dragons at 2-4 are at the 23rd position. It's pretty simple for them. Win out, and you should get in. Their schedule is favorable the rest of the way. Halftime just getting going here, about 13:49 to go. The marching band and whatnot about to take the field on a cool, breezy night. I think it just dropped below 50, wind gust up to 25 miles an hour, and wind speeds are already at about 15 miles an hour. The Waukee offense trying to find their footing against the number 1 ranked Southeast Polk Rams. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
New trucks are arriving daily during Schottenkirk Chevy's Truckload Kickoff event. Over 1,200 vehicles. WaukeeChevy.com. Inventory changes hourly. Don't see exactly what you want? Build, price, and order direct from the factory. To better serve you, we've doubled the size of our service department. We need more team members. Go to WaukeeChevy.com to see our job openings. The Truckload Kickoff event. Find new roads to Schottenkirk Waukee Chevy. WaukeeChevy.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if this year is anything like last year, folks are going to be coming in early to get things for their houses.
What you need is a high-efficient gas insert from Heat & Glow.
Come in now and beat the rush, and Heat & Glow will help you out with some special promotions on gas inserts. We'll be doing up to $200 off on our gas metal inserts to retrofit into your drafty old wood fireplace. Come early, beat the rush. Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
It's our September savings event now at DeArmond Automotive Knoxville. Incredible savings on new Chevy Silverado 1500 and Traverse. Save big on new GMC Acadia and Sierra 1500s. Get up to $9,000 off MSRP on new Ram 1500s, plus 2.9% for 72 months. New Jeep Gladiators up to $10,000 off MSRP, and new Grand Cherokee starting at $39,990. It's the September savings event at DeArmond Automotive Knoxville.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Hi, Joe the Car Guy, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car is on injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible, so bring it here to Westside Auto. I have the team of experts that can fix every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a broken part, or if your car just got its bell rung. We'll do a complete physical to make sure your car is game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get you back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging out there, move it, move it, move it!
Hey, you two, we all want to be winners, right? The winning drive comes from choosing unleaded 88, a cleaner burning fuel made from corn. That way, we all win. Now give me some wings. That's the winning drive. Now let's go get some tailgating snacks.
Welcome back to Waukee Stadium, 19-0. Number 1 Southeast Polk on top of number 5th ranked Waukee. A statement of a first half by the Rams. Seemingly nothing seems to be wrong with Southeast Polk. They look like a well-oiled machine after a very close game last week against Johnson. Let's take a look at the season recap for Southeast Polk. Started the season with a win against Valley, 24-18. Valley obviously not the team that they've been in recent years, but a close game nonetheless. Took care of Ankeny, 58-21. Handled Prairie with ease, 42-7. Held on late against Ankeny Centennial, 24-21. Got a win up at Sioux City East, 48-14. And then survived against Johnston. A very close game last week, one of the best games of the season, 38-35 over the Dragons. Tonight here at Waukee. Next week, it's the big one. It is Southeast Polk and Dowling Catholic. Looks like it's going to be number 1 versus number 2, undefeated in Week 8. It doesn't get any better than that. It kind of stinks that it's so late in the season. Usually that's an early season matchup because the way it's shaping up, it looks like it'll be Dowling Southeast Polk in the state championship game. If anything changes, you never know. Could have a couple things. Obviously, Dowling got upset by Valley last year in the semifinals, but possibly a championship preview next week at Southeast Polk Stadium. We will be on the call for that one next week on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Coverage starts at 6:30. And then Southeast Polk ends the season at home again. Couple home games here this season for Southeast Polk. Looks like 5 against Des Moines Lincoln. So the Rail Splitters will head to Southeast Polk. Very talented running back in Sanders. Lincoln will get a chance at Southeast Polk to end the season. As for the Waukee Warriors, came in young this season, have looked good so far. A 35-7 win over Ames to start the year. Lost to Waukee Northwest in week number 2 up at Northwest. A 2017 loss, was up 17-6 or 17-3 in that game. Blew it in the fourth quarter. Northwest came back and won. Took care of Sioux City North 42-0. Took down Valley 37-15. Beat Johnston thanks to a fumble recovered for a touchdown, or taken back for a touchdown with under a minute to go. Was able to survive the Dragons 14-0. Took care of Des Moines Lincoln last week in a big 58-0 win. Southeast Polk here this weekend, and then they end the season next Thursday at Mediacom Stadium against Des Moines Roosevelt. The very first game at the new Mediacom Stadium. That's the one right next to the Knapp Center, which is right next to Drake Stadium. So Roosevelt and Waukee on Thursday night get to break in the new stadium. That should be a fun one. You can catch that one on MC22. And then they will end the season headed out to Council Bluffs to take on Lincoln in what should be a good game. So a good opportunity for Waukee here. Even if you lose tonight, it's looking like you're probably only going to have 2 losses on the season. They should still finish top 8 and have a chance at a home playoff game. There is a chance for a lot of Metro teams to get home playoff games. Southeast Polk, Dowling, looks like Ankeny could get there. They got to hang on tonight against Liberty. Waukee looks like they can get one. And then very possibly Centennial might be able to sneak up in there. Waukee Northwest as well looks good, and they have a chance to get up there. So keep an eye on that one. We'll have to see what happens as the season rolls on, but both teams have been very good. Waukee at 5-1 and Southeast Polk at 6-0, number 1 and number 5 in the RPI. Waukee's got to find some offense. Southeast Polk's defense has to keep it up. They've been good so far. I'm sure they don't like settling for field goals down inside the red zone. That's what's kept this thing from almost being 30-0. But Waukee's offense got to find rhythm. The ground game's been good, but it hasn't been consistent. That's the big difference maker tonight. Also, 2 fumbles have just not been the key for Waukee late in the going. We'll step aside one more time, and we will be back. Southeast Polk on top, 19-0 over Waukee. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
New trucks are arriving daily during Schottenkirk Chevy's Truckload Kickoff event. Over 1,200 vehicles. WaukeeChevy.com. Inventory changes hourly. Don't see exactly what you want? Build, price, and order direct from the factory. To better serve you, we've doubled the size of our service department. We need more team members. Go to WaukeeChevy.com to see our job openings. The Truckload Kickoff event. Find new roads to Schottenkirk Waukee Chevy. WaukeeChevy.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if this year is anything like last year, folks are going to be coming in early to get things for their houses.
What you need is a high-efficient gas insert from Heat & Glow.
Come in now and beat the rush, and Heat & Glow will help you out with some special promotions on gas inserts. We'll be doing up to $200 off on our gas metal inserts to retrofit into your drafty old wood fireplace. Come early, beat the rush. Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V-Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
It's our September savings event now at DeArmond Automotive Knoxville. Incredible savings on new Chevy Silverado 1500 and Traverse. Save big on new GMC Acadia and Sierra 1500s. Get up to $9,000 off MSRP on new Ram 1500s, plus 2.9% for 72 months. New Jeep Gladiators up to $10,000 off MSRP, and new Grand Cherokee starting at $39,990. It's the September savings event at DeArmond Automotive Knoxville.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Hi, Joe the Car Guy, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car is on injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible, so bring it here to Westside Auto. I have the team of experts that can fix every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a broken part, or if your car just got its bell rung. We'll do a complete physical to make sure your car is game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get you back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging out there, move it, move it, move it!
Hey, you two, we all want to be winners, right? The winning drive comes from choosing unleaded 88, a cleaner burning fuel made from corn. That way, we all win. Now give me some wings. That's the winning drive. Now let's go get some tailgating snacks.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Blake Walker with you here this evening from Waukee Stadium. A 19-0 lead for the number one ranked Southeast Polk Rams. They have looked phenomenal, to say the least. I mean, there's nothing short of it. They have been all over the field. They forced 2 fumbles on back-to-back kickoffs. Waukee's offense hasn't been on the field in a while. It's just kind of been that way. The offense has just struggled to get a couple things going. The running game had shown flashes, but Waukee has taken a couple deep shots down the field thanks to the passing game and has just not been able to hook up, and that's been the big difference maker tonight. The Rams have just done everything right, and a couple soft defenses by Waukee definitely will also do that to you. So we'll see what happens. A 19-0 lead for the Rams. They add on a couple more minutes here. It's pink out night here for the Warriors. Great crowd on hand for both Southeast Polk and Waukee. We'll see what happens the rest of this one. Still possible for a comeback, but Waukee is going to need some quick drives, and they got to force a turnover. Southeast Polk doesn't turn the ball over. It's pretty plain and Jane. They really do not turn the ball over a ton. They only have 1 interception all year. They forced 3 fumbles. Obviously, that changes tonight. But overall, it's just been domination so far. Sam Zelenovich, Carson Robbins have been great on the receiving end. Draven Woods had a great start to the night. Carter Pesic has also been good. And then Connor Moberly. What else can you ask? He has been forced out of the pocket a couple times. Waukee's defense has been better. But we'll see how the Warriors come out of halftime, if they're fired up or what. One thing that we knew coming into the game, Waukee's defensive line was nowhere near as big as Southeast Polk's O-line. And we've seen that a couple times here throughout, just with the way Southeast Polk's able to get the ball right up the middle and was really gashing the Warriors early for the most part. Only other scores updates I had for Waukee Northwest on top of Ottumwa 62-0 at the break. The Wolves got a couple lucky games, not lucky games, but got a couple good games on their schedule against not great teams with the way their pod worked out, so Northwest taking advantage of that. They blew out Waterloo West the other week and then took care of Valley last week in a close game, but then another big one here this week. Looks like they're going to walk away with a big victory Dowling on top of Urbandale 22-0, so it's looking like we are set up for an undefeated matchup next week at Southeast Polk Stadium between number 1 and number 2. The Rams have taken care of Dowling the last couple times, it's felt like. They'll see if they continue. They have the state-leading 9-game winning streak here in Class 5A, dating back to last season. They lost to Ankeny late in the going last year. Obviously didn't matter. They went on and won the state championship easily over the Valley Tigers, thanks to Abu Sama and company. And the way the Rams have just responded, it's a dynasty. As much as people don't want to say it, that what they have built is a dynasty, and it looks like it has no signs of slowing down. With the way things have been put together, it's just very, very impressive football to watch. Coach Zelenovich has done an incredible job. The loss to Ankeny a couple years ago in the state championship game was just the start. That was just a slip-up, and now they've put things together, back-to-back state championships over Ankeny and then over Valley. The Rams are just unbelievable, and it's waiting for teams like Dowling Catholic trying to catch back up, trying to get their dynasty back rolling as well. But Dowling and Southeast Polk, the top 2 perennials, that is for sure in Class 5A, and they get to meet next week, so we'll see what happens. All right, clock is set to 12 minutes. The third quarter is about to get started. Waukee's defense, which was on the field a lot in the first half, will try to get a stop early against the Rams. It's pretty plain and simple. Got to get stops, got to score the ball, got to find offense. They know they'll have the crowd behind them, and Southeast Polk got to be feeling good so far in this one, trying to get out of here. A tough environment, will you, with a win. Sam Zelenovich and C.J. Phillip are back to receive this punt. Hurlbert will line this one up, and we'll have a chance to kick this one away. Couple left-legged kickers. You just wouldn't think you see it a ton. So here we go. We're off and running here in the second half. That is a winder, and C.J. Phillip will take it inside the 5. Runs it into his own man, and he breaks away on the outside. There goes C.J. Phillip. Hurlbert trying to bring him down. He gets all the way up to the 50-yard line, but this thing will be coming back as multiple flags were thrown back around the 25-yard line. So looks like it's going to be a holding, if anything, and the Rams will start deep in their own territory. So it's a block in the back on Southeast Polk, and the Rams will set up at the, looks like 15-yard line is where they're going to mark them. So that's a positive for Waukee to start, but the Rams have started deep a couple times tonight and have made a difference. They're just able to move the ball downfield easily. Curious to see how Waukee comes out here. They've run a lot of cover 2 tonight, and it looks like they're going to sit in cover 2 again. And cover 2 leaves the middle of the field open if you're not careful. And that's where the Rams have just been killing them. They're not really a sideline passing team. They will hit you right down the middle. Vanderwerf is the back. Moberly on first down will fire short. This is caught by Sam Zelenovich, and he is stood up. Not much going here on the near side as Sam Diener is able to bring him down going sideways. He did get a couple, though, up to about the 19-yard line. The Warriors' defense is held tight in the red zone. They've given up 2 field goals, and they got a stop on 4th and 5. So they've buckled down besides the first drive when they gave up the QB sneak. But other than that, that's something positive to hang your hat on if you're them. Second down at 6. The crowd getting loud. Moberly will hand off to Vanderwerf, and Landon Vanderwerf breaks open. Stays on his feet, and finally brought down at about the 34-yard line. Great push up the middle. Good blocking. He's caught down by Tate Garrington, but a great run by Landon Vanderwerf. I tell you what, the 1-2 punch between him and C.J. Phillip, it's so underrated. You wouldn't think it's that great, but Landon can just take off and run just as well as C.J. can, and it's really no rest for the defense. Moberly will hold on first down and 10 and check to the sideline. Southeast Polk, no reason to really run quick here in this half. They can weight this thing down. They have plenty of time. They have plenty of a lead. No rush. Moberly over the middle, and this thing's caught. Jack Falloon upfield for his first catch of the night, down to about the 46-yard line. Waukee was late. The DB was just a little late. Tried to stick a hand in there and could not do it. Falloon is able to make the grab. Jack Falloon, the senior wide receiver, had a couple more catches last season. Sam Zelenovich has really burst on the scene this year and kind of taken his spot, but Falloon still a talented wide receiver. The whole wide receiver core is, I should say. 10 minutes to go here in the third. The Rams are moving here on their first drive of the half. Moberly fires short. Falloon again, and an easy 10 yards. Again, Waukee just soft, very soft zone so far, and it's just not paying off as Moberly and his throws are so quick. You almost got to go man-to-man, and Waukee just wants to continue going zone, and Zelenovich and company says, all right, we'll just keep passing it that way, and Waukee just no answer. The Rams continue to move. First down at 10. Looks like they got Jace Baxter in the backfield. Baxter just one carry this year. He'll get the carry on first down, and Baxter pushes forward. Ball's out. Waukee's got it. That ball popped free, and it landed right in the lap of Waukee, and the Warriors get a huge turnover. Number 23, Jalen Jeffries. It dropped right into his hands. Jace Baxter, on just his second carry of the season, gets popped right over the middle, and Waukee has a huge turnover. That thing popped free. That was number 75. Ian Samples put his helmet right on the ball, and the Warriors force a turnover. Much needed. Now it's just, can they do anything with it? Zelenovich doesn't go with Phillip or Vanderwerf, and it cost him. They go a shuttle pass going forward. There's a push up the near side. Gabrielle Shea. And Shea gets upfield for a first down, and the Warriors get a good run. Again, the offensive passing attack has not been there for Waukee, but the ground game's been there, and that might be their bread and butter going forward. First down and 10. Waukee has yet to cross the 50 tonight. 8:57 to go. Beckett Baker rolling, trying to get to the outside, and he was nowhere. And he got leveled by Draven Woods. They had blockers out front, but they just almost didn't pick up the right assignment. And Baker goes backwards for 2. The Warriors are going to have to go the air. As much as they have been comfortable on the ground and have had a couple good games, they're not going to win this game on the ground. They're going to have to go the air and try to get a couple deep shots. I know Southeast Polk is a lurking defense, 10 interceptions on the season, but they got to buckle down here. And the Rams, I mean, they're just playmakers everywhere. Draven Woods, I can't say enough about him. He is all-time. Carter Pesic is right there with him. Second down, Baker on a play-action fake will roll out short. Fires downfield. It's incomplete. Boy, a lot of collisions. I don't even know which one it hit off of. It was intended for Charlie Cross. And it's third down and long. Couple play-action fakes here tonight. Saw that with Johnston last week. So clearly they've seen something on film that they liked, that Johnston was able to gash a couple DBs downfield, but Johnston also had 6'5" Jacob Simpson. Waukee does not. Third down and 12, 8:02 to go. Boy, Waukee needs something. Baker back to throw. Here comes Draven Woods. He lets it go as he throws. Downfield shot, incomplete. Waukee's screaming for a flag, and they're not going to get one. Charlie Cross was in very tight coverage with Southeast Polk. They also wanted a roughing the passer on Draven Woods, and they didn't get it. So the refs keep the flags in their pocket, and Waukee will be forced to punt. Baker took a heck of a hit from Draven Woods. And Carson Robbins and Sam Zelenovich will be back to receive this punt. So the Warriors force the turnover, but once again, just cannot do anything on offense. Hurlburt will send this one deep. Boy, he has a heck of a leg. That one's going to go backwards. Robbins is able to pick it up. He's going to head to the far sideline. Look out. He's got speed, but he's wrapped down at about the 29-yard line. Nice tackle on the far side by number 29. That's Grant Kolb. and Waukee's defense will head back out on the field. Well, they got their turnover. They just couldn't do anything with it. And now Southeast Polk gets to come back out. Should feel accomplished for how their defense played. And they'll see what happens this time back out. The Rams have been good on the ground, in the air as well. It's even. The 70-yard touchdown pass definitely skews it a little bit, but just they can do whatever they want. They can run the ball. They can pass it. They got to be averaging close to about 6-7 yards per carry, it feels like. And they're definitely averaging over 10 yards per pass, gashing Waukee's defense. The Warriors want to blitz. Handoff, C.J. Phillip bounces it to the outside, tries to turn upfield, and boy, he gets a good chunk on a play that probably should have only gotten 2. He gets about 8. Looking like Le'Veon Bell back there. You just kind of sit, guide your offensive lineman where you want to go, wait, take off upfield. Nice play. There's an art to the running back position. 2nd down and 3 with 7:20 to go in the third quarter. The Rams feels like a touchdown could put this thing away. If not, it's been put away already. Moberly changing the play. He's so good at communicating up front. 7 minutes to go. Phillip carries off the right side, and he will get upfield. Close to the marker. He should have a first. Harrop is the one in on the tackle, and it is a first down for the Rams. Thought maybe they'd mark it, but they are not going to mark it. They're going to say, yep, he's in, so first down for the Rams. And the clock continues to move, something that Waukee does not want to see. Cooper Butel, Robbins, and Zelenovich all here on this near side. Landon Vanderwerf is the back. Vanderwerf on first down at 10. He is ripped down. Nowhere to go. Good tackle by Nathan Deemerly, a junior linebacker, 5'11", 195. He's made a couple plays tonight. A 19-0 lead for the #1 ranked Rams. Waukee number 5th in the RPI this week. A loss wouldn't hurt Waukee a ton. It's not going to be great, but when you lose to the #1 team, that's, in a way, it almost helps your RPI. I wouldn't think it would drop them out of the top 8, but you never know. It's all about who you beat and who they've beaten. 2nd down at 10. Moberly on a quick slant on a screen play. Sam Zelenovich just working his way upfield, and he has got the first down. What a play call by Brad Zelenovich, getting his son involved as he's done so many times this year, and it's just worked to perfection. A lot of people might think, well, you give him to the ball because he's his son. No, his son is just really good. First down for Southeast Polk. Again, no rush by Southeast Polk. The Rams just trying to keep this thing moving, keep the clock moving. Don't want to give Waukee any chance to get back into this ball game. Their defense is doing most of the heavy lifting, it feels like. Waukee hasn't yet to cross the 50. Delayed handoff. C.J. Phillip up the hole. Takes a big hit, but he's close to the marker, about 9 yards on the carry, and a yard short. It'll be 2nd down and 9. That O-line, not enough credit is given. That Southeast Polk O-line, a huge reason why the Rams are so good. They give Connor Mobley plenty of time in the pocket. They give C.J. Phillip and Landon Vanderwerf plenty of room up the middle. They have not wavered, and that was a big part about how good they were last year. They could just gash defenses. Gave Abu Sama such great lanes to run through. 2 wide receivers out to the right, under 4.5 to go. Phillip again on a little bit of a delayed draw. He's close to the marker, and he should have it. It's going to be really close, and they're going to mark it. Looks like they're going to try to mark it at least. They haven't marked it all game on a couple close downs, and now they're going to decide to mark it. So let's see. Nope, they're not going to mark it. I thought they maybe might bring the chain gang out. I thought they brought out a timeout. Nope, now they're going to do it. Usually that's pretty quick. You can make a quick decision, but they're going to measure it here in a second, and out comes the chain gang. That took way too long for how close that was. 4:11 to go here in the third quarter. Southeast Polk on top of Waukee, looking good. This is close. I don't know if he's got it or not. I think, can't quite see. Is he short? I mean, they are. You might have to get a piece of paper to stick that in between. I mean, oh my goodness. Referee's getting down almost on his hands and knees. He didn't get it. It's like in the NFL a couple years ago, that head official had to stick a card, like a slash card or something, like right in between to show that the ball hadn't crossed the plane or something like that. They could have done that there. So it'll be third down and maybe a quarter of an inch, because that's pretty much all that the referee held up. So third down and a quarter of an inch. Southeast Polk will most likely just sneak this thing. Moberly over the top, and he's got it easily. First down, Southeast Polk. Gotta love a good QB sneak. Waukee player a little bit slower to get up. I think he got stuck at the bottom of the pile. That's Niall Eddy. Eddy, a running back last year for Waukee. He's going to hop on out of the game. A little bit of a, looks like hip, holding his hip. He was one of the top running backs last season. Kind of run 1 and 2 with Grant Gamble. Kind of converted him over to the defensive side of the ball. C.J. Phillip on first down. Look at him go off to the near side. Good open field tackle by Tate Garrington. Down to the 30. A long drive for Southeast Polk. They wouldn't have it any other way with the lead that they currently have. The Rams have come in taking care of business. From the opening drive, you could just tell Waukee's defense just a little outmatched, especially up on the line of scrimmage. And then Southeast Polk exposed the Waukee DBs just a couple times tonight. Obviously, the 70-yard touchdown pass made a big difference. And the Rams looking for the final nail here. Moberly fires short to a wide-open Sam Zelenovich. He's got the first, down to the 20. Waukee is definitely blitzing a couple times. They're trying to take a couple risks, just trying to get to Moberly. Because it has shown, I'm sure if you go back on film, when Connor Moberly can just get it out quick, he's great. I mean, his passing percentage has to be up. It's when he sits back in the pocket just a little bit more, that's when things get a little tough. But not many teams have even sacked Moberly. So it's a tough game. How much do you blitz? But then you leave one of the best wide receiver core, the best wide receiving core in the state, wide open in the backfield. It's a chess match. First down at 10. C.J. Phillip gets the call on first down. And, boy, look at that pile just keep on pushing. They didn't blow it dead. He's going to get all the way down to about the 12-yard line. It'll be second down and 2 upcoming. Phillip over 100 yards tonight on the ground. Rams might even try to take this thing down to the quarter itself, not wanting to give the ball back to the Warriors. Got Butel, Robbins, and Zelenovich here wide open on the left side. He'll check back to the sideline, try to get a couple things figured out. Southeast Polk's got like 6 coaches standing here on the sideline trying to make adjustments. C.J. Phillip, carry up the middle, breaks free, breaks another one, and he's just short inside the 5, down to about the 2. Couple pushes and shoves there. Couple linemen got into it. They clear up. Phillip was 1 tackle away from breaking that thing in. Had 3 on the ground last week. Not quite. I don't think he'll get 3 on the ground tonight, but he's looking for his first here. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. A long, long drive by Southeast Polk. Trying to cap it off in the end zone. First and goal, C.J. Phillip spins away from 1, breaking forward, and he's just short. He wanted to reach it out, but he waited last second. Good call by CJ. And we got an injury timeout, it looks like. Someone is down in the middle of the pile, and they are not. It's a tough injury. So we will take a break, and we'll see you on the injured player. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Trucks are arriving daily during Schottenkirk Chevy's Truckload Kickoff event. Over 1,200 vehicles. WaukeeChevy.com. Inventory changes hourly. Don't see exactly what you want? Build, price, and order direct from the factory. To better serve you, we've doubled the size of our service department. We need more team members. Go to WaukeeChevy.com to see our job openings. The Truckload Kickoff event. Find new roads to Schottenkirk Waukee Chevy. WaukeeChevy.com.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. An injured Waukee player. That is number 27. And it's Sean Kamara. Looking like a stinger or something with his right elbow or right shoulder as he's kind of holding it out. The trainer's kind of helping him, but definitely something with the right shoulder, right arm, if you will. He's been a big player tonight, a couple big plays. You hate to see it, but he's looking a little better here. They'll get him checked out, but Southeast Polk has it 2nd down and goal. The clock is running, by the way. And I think the Rams are just going to take this to the quarter. And it looks like they're going to wait this thing out and take it to the quarter. Southeast Polk on top, 19-0 over Waukee. The Rams a quarter away from moving to 7-0. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
It's our September savings event now at DeArmond Automotive Knoxville. Incredible savings on new Chevy Silverado 1500 and Traverse. Save big on new GMC Acadia and Sierra 1500s. Get up to $9,000 off MSRP on new Ram 1500s, plus 2.9% for 72 months. New Jeep Gladiators up to $10,000 off MSRP, and new Grand Cherokees starting at $39,990. It's the September savings event at DeArmond Automotive Knoxville.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Southeast Polk on top of Waukee, 19-0 here. And a third quarter drive that has gone on forever has reached to the fourth quarter. Southeast Polk has it inside the 5 at the 1-yard line. Going to try to punch this in. Connor Moberly already has a QB sneak tonight. Let's see if he goes for number 2. Yes, he does. Pushing the pile forward. They are going to say he is short. It'll be 3rd down and goal from about the half-yard line. Waukee has forced 2 field goals down here inside the red zone. The Rams are going quick. They just want to punch this thing in. Moberly goes back under center again. They'll try it again. Moberly spins, reaches for the pylon, and he's got it. Touchdown, Southeast Polk. Boy, he stuck that ball out. He's lucky he didn't get jarred free, but Moberly will take it. His 2nd touchdown run of the night. That's 5 on the season for him. And the Rams might have just put this thing to bed. 25-0. They will attempt the extra point to try to make it 26-0. The Waukee offense hasn't been great trying to get a couple things going, but that defense has been on the field so much as Hunter Chanthapon walks this thing right through the uprights. And it is 26-0. We'll take a break. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Hey, you two. We all want to be winners, right? The winning drive comes from choosing unleaded 88, a cleaner burning fuel made from corn. That way, we all win. Now give me some wings. That's the winning drive. Now let's go get some tailgating snacks.
It's the DeArmond Ford Indianola Kickoff event. Score big on a new F-150 XLT with 3.9% for 66 months, plus $3,750 rebate. Get charged up with a Waukee and lease for $449 a month. All Americans Ford Escape and Edge. New Edge for $399 a month flex buy. And the new Escape, 2.9% for 75 months, plus $500 rebate. Join our winning team at DeArmond Ford Indianola. DeArmondFord.com.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Southeast Polk on top of Waukee 26-0. Another score update for you. Dowling Catholic on top of Urbandale 22-0 going into the fourth quarter, so the Maroons don't score in the third quarter. Urbandale's not a bad team. 4-2 record, number 9 in the RPI. They want a chance to make it to the playoffs. Henrik Nimley fumbled last time he got the football on a kickoff return, and Waukee does not fumble this time. They hang on to the football, and they will set up first down and 10 from about the 20-yard line. So I guess he could have gone fair catch, and he would have gotten the same result almost. So, well, the Warriors are looking for something offensively. Have not to cross the 50 tonight. Southeast Polk's defense has just stood strong. Gave up 35 last week and said, yeah, we're not going to let that happen again. Granted, Johnson's offense is a whole different type of offense. They are one of those just gunslinging offenses. Will Nuss is really crazy at quarterback. He is a Brett Favre type of gunslinger. But Waukee beat Johnson 14-10, held them to serve. So it's just kind of one of those games. The Rams have just played better. They've come out strong. Grant Gamble, nowhere to go. He has just been stuffed all night. Not really much for him. Brings up second down and 11. And I'm not saying it's been a lot of 3-and-outs, but Waukee usually will get maybe a first down off a couple running games, but the passing game just has not been there for the Warriors. They've had to keep it on the ground, and that gives Southeast Polk plenty of opportunity to sell out for the run. Baker back to throw. He'll take off and run upfield and get about 2. And it'll be second down and 9. Or third down and 9, excuse me. Well, next week, it's the one we've all been waiting for. Next Friday at 7 o'clock, Southeast Polk, number 1, hosts number 2 Dowling Catholic at Southeast Polk Stadium. A dome preview, if you will. That should be a good one. You'll catch it on the Central Iowa Sports Network. We hope you tune in. It is going to be a good one. Shaping up. Baker on 3rd and goal will roll out, and he will fire upfield, incomplete, and it will be 4th down. Baker, just kind of an awkward rollout. Rolled off the backside. He was going to have a cross-body throw. And it was going to be a tough play no matter what. Southeast Polk was all over it. And it's 3-and-out for the Warriors. Fourth down and 8. 10:13 to go. Clock stops because of the incomplete pass. And Hurlburt will punt this one away. Boy, he has had a couple close ones tonight that Southeast Polk has almost gotten to. Need a good snap here. Hurlburt fumbles it just a little bit. It's blocked. Southeast Polk's on top of it. Touchdown, Rams. Carter Pesic got a piece of it and jumps into the end zone. Touchdown, Southeast Polk. I mean, all night they've been close. They've been really close. And that time they finally got to the punter. And Southeast Polk grabs a defensive touchdown, because why not? Hurlburt just fumbled it just a little bit. He still caught it, but just slipped on it a little bit. And the Rams will attempt the PAT. Holden Hansen fumbles that one. He'll roll out, fire downfield. This is picked off by Waukee, and there can't be a return because it doesn't matter. And Waukee wanted the point to try to take it back for 2, but no point. Doesn't matter when it's in high school. It's a block, it's a PAT, whatever. 32-0, Southeast Polk on top. We'll be right back.
Hi, Joe the Car Guy, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car is on injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible, so bring it here to Westside Auto. I have the team of experts that can fix every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a broken part, or if your car just got its bell rung. We'll do a complete physical to make sure your car is game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get you back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging out there. Move it, move it, move it.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Welcome back to Waukee Stadium here on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Blake Walker with you here this evening. 10:06 to go here in the fourth quarter. Southeast Polk, Carter Pesic, the senior captain, blocks Hurlbert's punt and hops on it in the end zone. And Southeast Polk, just a dominating performance all around. Dominating all around against the number 5 team in Class 5A. As if Southeast Polk needed more help in the RPI, they have really stepped things up. Hendrick Nimley will return this one. Gets upfield, runs into traffic, and down he goes at about the 16-yard line, and Waukee's offense will come back out. Trying to find some positives all across the board if you're Waukee. Looking for anything the next couple weeks to try to set yourself up going forward. So it'll be first down at 10, 9:59 to go here in the fourth quarter. Waukee student section, one of the best in the state, kind of clearing out here a little bit. It's a colder night. Don't blame them. Just a tough showing against the number 1 team in the state. Beckett Baker gets the carry going to the near side, and he'll get about a yard, maybe. I will say, I don't think Waukee got any favors getting Southeast Polk a week after the Rams almost lost to Johnston, because I'm sure last week really woke the Rams up defensively. It's clearly has. It's not like Waukee's offense is the best in the state, but the way that they have just come out and shut down the Warriors offensively has just been great. Gamble, again, nothing. And it brings up third down and 8. And the Warriors have tried to go the air a couple times. It just hasn't been there. They haven't been a passing team this year. They do go to the air, but it's not often. They took shots early and couldn't get the job done, so I think they just kind of pulled away. And they've tried to go back to a running game that has shown flashes, but just has yet to get anything going on a consistent basis. There's a blueprint there for Waukee's offense. Baker rolls out and gets stuck. Nowhere to go, and he is driven down to the ground, led by number 60, Brock Thompson and company. Brock Thompson was in there. Who else was in there? That was Tavian Collins was in there. Great play defensively by Southeast Polk, and the Warriors will have to punt this one away. Trend continues. Waukee has yet to cross the 50 tonight. We'll see if Southeast Polk sends everybody again. How aggressive do you get here against Drew Herbert? Got one blocked already. We'll see if they do it again. Carson Robbins and Sam Zelenovich sitting back at about the 40 trying to return this one. So fourth down, Herbert bobbles just a little bit. Southeast Polk doesn't send as heavily. And this will be taken by Sam Zelenovich at about the 45-yard line. The Rams will set up shop with 8 minutes to go. And we'll see if the starting offense is done for the night, and they'll go to the backups. Trying to look for Connor Moberly there. I think I see a couple second-teamers. We'll have to see. And yes, it is the second-team offense going to run out on the field. So that's big for Southeast Polk as well. You get your first-teamers get to rest, don't have to play another quarter, helps not risk injury. That's a huge plus for Southeast Polk this week, that they get to rest their starters here for the last 8 minutes. Holden Hansen is the quarterback. He'll hand off to Landon Vanderwerf, and Vanderwerf gets upfield for about 2. Holden Hansen, he's the next man up for Southeast Polk once Connor Moberly departs. Hansen, a junior. this season in his action. 8 of 10 passing, 59 yards, touchdown pass to his name, no interceptions. His one touchdown pass was against Johnston last week, and it was to Connor Moberly. 2nd down and 8. Hansen back to throw, going to fire short, and that's caught upfield. Nice pitching catch. Cameron Hull, his 2nd catch of the year, and that's a 1st down. Different type of personnel, same type of offense, just quick pitch and catches. I'm excited. Next week, my dad gets to come and call the game with me for Dowling and Southeast Polk. Him and I are going to definitely sit down and check out some film this week because there is a lot to look for and sit down with. My dad's a former football player at South Tama. Be interested just to see what he thinks. This is just it's a good offense. They just can move the ball. It's quick. They get the job done. Another good run up the middle. It'll be 2nd down and 1 upcoming. Rams trying to add on to this thing here. If they get it over 35, it goes continuous clock. 6:35 to go here in the 4th. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Moberly to Vanderwerf again. Landon pushes forward, ball comes out, and Landon hops back on top of it. That ball fell right out on the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd down and 1. Didn't get a gain of anything there. Third down and 1 from the 25. Couple guys in motion here. Edison Sama is in at running back. Abu's Sama's younger brother. Waukee wanted to blitz. Nothing going there. Tight end in motion. That's Abbas. Vanderwerf on 3rd and 1. Breaks through a hole. Landon Vanderwerf. Touchdown, Southeast Polk. But there is a flag at the 13-yard line. We'll see if this stands. And if it is, I think it's a hold on Edison Sama. We'll see here. Waiting on the official here. And it is. It's holding on Edison Sama. So this will back up, and Vanderwerf will